Thinking about a lake brings to the mind a picture of calm blue water, a gentle breeze, and the perfect time you can spend in the lap of nature. However, that might not be the case with the lakes we have on our list today. These lakes are so deadly that even venturing close can be life-threatening. Stay tuned as we take you around the world to the most deadly lakes on planet Earth. Number 7. Boiling Lake, Dominica. As the name suggests, this lake literally boils. It is located in the Morne Trois Pitons National Park, a World Heritage Site, on the island of Dominica. The water temperature goes up to 92 degrees Celsius or 197 degrees Fahrenheit along the edges, but the center of lake actively boils and is much hotter. It looks like a giant pot of water, cooking and steaming on a stove. Not only is swimming in the lake impossible, it is also known to suddenly release volcanic gases. A few hikers have even died due to asphyxiation by just being in the vicinity. Number 6. Horseshoe Lake, California, USA. Located near the Mammoth Mountain Ski Resort, Horseshoe Lake was a perfect picnic and camping spot until 1989. This is when an earthquake opened a reservoir of carbon dioxide under the lake, which has been leaking ever since. Trees in the vicinity started dying, and it also became a threat to humans. There are several signs in the area warning about the high concentrations of CO2. Getting too close, or being long enough in the area, can be fatal. Number 5. Frying Pan Lake, New Zealand. Don't be fooled by the picture-perfect blue waters of this lake that are covered in a dreamy mist rising from the surface. Born of a volcanic eruption in 1886, the Frying Pan Lake is also known as the world's largest hot water spring. The waters of the lake are not only steaming, but also acidic. The mist is carbon dioxide and hydrogen sulfide bubbling to the surface. Staying too long in area can be extremely hazardous. Number 4. Lake Natron, Tanzania. This beautiful red-colored lake is home to hundreds of flamingos that flock here. But flamingos are one of the few species that can endure the extremely alkaline and hot waters of this lake. The salt content in the water is so high that it can slowly calcify the animals and birds that accidentally fall into its waters. It became popular in 2013 when photographer Nick Brandt posted ghastly photos of calcified birds and animals found around the lake. These photos gave rise to the myth that animals turn to stone the moment they touch its waters. Leaving the myths aside, the lake is extremely dangerous. The hot waters can give third-degree burns within a few seconds, and the high pH of 10.5 can give severe chemical burns. Number 3. Lake Nyos, Cameroon. The lake's water is saturated with carbon dioxide, leaking from a pocket of magma beneath the lake. Even a minor earthquake can trigger a release of huge amounts of carbon dioxide clouds from the lake. In 1986, such an eruption suffocated and killed more than 1,700 people, and 3,500 livestock in the nearby villages. In 2001, degassing siphons were installed to let carbon dioxide escape in small and safe quantities. The lake still poses a threat because its natural wall is weakening. A tremor can cause the wall to collapse, allowing the water to flood the downstream villages and release large amounts of carbon dioxide. Number 2. Lake Kivu, the Democratic Republic of Congo. Lake Kivu, one of the Great Lakes of Africa, is also a limnic lake like Nyos, but much more dangerous. Along with carbon dioxide, it also holds almost 2 trillion cubic feet of methane. Any earthquake nearby can cause the gases to erupt, creating a tsunami, and releasing the poisonous gases. If the released methane catches fire, it will create a huge explosion, destroying everything in its path. The size of Lake Kivu is much larger than Lake Nyos, and installing degassing siphons is not a viable option. And number 1 on our list today. Lake Karachay, Russia. Lake Karachay has been a nuclear waste dumping site for decades. The sediment of the lake bed is estimated to be composed almost entirely of high-level radioactive waste deposits, to a depth of roughly 3.4 meters. The area around the lake is so radioactive that spending less than an hour in its vicinity will be 100% lethal. The surrounding area is heavily guarded, as the risk makes it the most deadly lake on the planet.